Hello, hello everyone! Why Sirei captured the game? There we go. I can't turn the episode off from the line of General Defense Academy. So, what are you doing? I can't get it. I also like to call it the yaoi route because when teaming up with Yukando, my boyfriend number 2. The first one was Takumi because I love him. Alright, let's continue. Bitch, why? What's the recognize in my the controller? Okay. Is the controller working now? Okay, yes. Now continue. Yes. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that.
Heady soldiers, you never will then.
I truly don't remember what happened last time. I suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind, pulling me back to wakefulness. Give me back. Give Lady Kurara back to me. Sorry, but you're on your own. I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Like I'm being punished just for being alive. Oh yeah. Hiro got back to me. I just gotta skip until where we left off. can't beat the you can't beat this stupid research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hiruko talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invisible. We can't kill them the way we are right now. We can, as long as we can find a way to deal with the two weapons that we have. Two weapons. The beast the first. The other is the suit they're wearing. The spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invisible power. I agree too. She was right. We attacked the fellow with all our might, but we didn't manage to even scratch the suit. That thing clearly had some special powers attached to it. Yeah, as I was saying last time, it probably has a way to stop the Hemanima. How confident are you of finding something? My research into the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weaknesses in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about that bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. Are you bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower? Something like that. So, are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed. But there were some things that would bother me. If you wanted my help, why didn't you turn me down yesterday when I asked you to team up? Then you would have had to come over again to do this. Hiruko, you will always be legendary. Where are your brains that remember what my exact words were? I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Sorry! Surely you understood my implication that I will be teaming up with you outside of the game instead. No, I did not. Sorry, I was like too busy crashing out because no one wanted me. Oh, sorry, I guess I couldn't see past the big bash you were getting around. Hiruko has a big bash? Interesting. You've been nothing but dismissive of me so far. When I wasn't needed, you didn't trade it my side. Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. Yes, I don't think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now. It sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I said this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. The Takumi Sumino that I know is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, and possesses good leadership qualities. The Takumi Sumino you know? Someone worth my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know, the Takumi you know. You only knew us for a day. That is why I've been assessing you from a slight distance, to see whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. You also want to make sense now, like why she wanted to come with me to second to last defense academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. I couldn't find a definitive answer to the question until that day, when the game's sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kurera. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
My tears started to spill over despite himself. Don't think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everybody else. There, I said it. No, are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I am not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone who had just bared so much of their heart to me, however. We don't think more to that will just start, but I'm already at with Yugamo. What should we do about him? He is welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that being. He may not want to against his sponsor though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and liberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. There what? You have just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Hang on a minute, shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead in... You know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. Excuse me, you expected me to believe you after all the tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days. I'll leave convincing to you, leader. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn this situation around. Defeating the invincible sponsor of this game. It's already impossible, but being told we could do this by sheer call of other people, somehow it felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. I fell asleep clinging onto the small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Day 28. An alliance? Sure, sign me up. You don't agree to join the Anti-Sponsor Alliance so readily. I almost felt disappointed. That's it? You're not going to think about it anymore? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know? It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if you continue playing this game, right? We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third, the fourth, and so on? We'll be completely worn out by then. Should we be able to drive away any commanders who choose to launch an attack during that time? Would, not should. Either way, our strength will slowly be sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either we break free of the situation, either by defeating the sponsor. That's a typo. Or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So, you can imagine how grateful I am to Hiruko for taking the lead in revolting against the status quo. The thing is, his expression darkened. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. Tarumi? What up? Hiruko's current inmate, Tarumi. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing games. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game. You know what I mean? I'm sure Hiruko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night. But what does Takumi think about this plan? Getting the sponsor to end the game, she might get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping a secret from her. She's really my in-game partner, that's all. I was never going to let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Incomprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? I'm sure she has her reasons, but she won't rebel even if we rest. Ah yes, the film fatale. The name is Hiruka. Not that I approve of always keeping secrets from one another. Just speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Takumi on the back burner for now. So, what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Our top priority is to earn as many points as possible. This plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance and the activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is...
Oh.
I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamo's job, since he's so good at dissection. I love him so much. Good. You mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Like a box delivery or something? Horses for courses and that jazz, right? No, wait, fuck. Horses for courses and that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. So, Eva, then. Yeah, Hiroko passed me the key to the cage in the courtyard and said she'll leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commander who captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companions so easily. I know. Let me take along. I'm quite a killer torture if I do so myself. No, you stay far, far away from her. I want the truth of your face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Eva. And I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. The proverbial skinny toilet? Anyways, I acknowledge I'll follow Hiroko's general directions as instructed. That means going out there and earn some invader points right now. You ready, Takumi? Yeah, ready when you are. Okay. I applied Yugamo's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly and bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work, I keep repeating myself in my head. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Can I play a fight? I wanna play a fight. Fuck you! I wanted to game! No, that sponsor isn't one. That sponsor isn't one of us. When I asked Eva about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can't stake my life on it. You must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they would be using God's second this to fight. What do you mean? Based on the Buddha religion or something? Not to be. The blood sucking. The surgeon of divine blood is strictly prohibited in your commandments. Divine blood? Meaning the cryptoglobin running in your veins? Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. That reminded me of something similar I had heard during my previous 100 days. Humanima, or cryptoglobin, was it? Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of the highest order. Which proved that the expulsion of the Sirei couldn't have been an invader, since they absorbed Kurara's cryptoglobin. What? First of all, if the hosts were one of us, why were they organized to hunt down their own kind? Oh, okay, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, good point. It makes sense for the invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. Takumi, I'm not using your brain. However, this did complicate matters. If the sponsor was neither Special Defense Unit nor Skull Invader, you tell me they were an unknown third party? Are you gonna ask about your mask again? Either way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking, you must certainly change the subject. Remember that favor I asked for you the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised you would return it to me. Right, she did ask for her mask a while back. I don't need the flashback! Fuck. I'm sorry, Eva. No. Fuck, I accidentally took the auto. I'm sorry, Eva. I'm going to have to go back and do promise. You'll have to bury your face for it a while longer. Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested, tears welling in her eyes. See, I knew it! I knew it was that bad! Exposing our plain faces is as embarrassing as my hair outside without clothing. You need me to, you enjoy it so much. This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the time is so right. What do you mean the time is not right? That mask is a symbol of your identity as a commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As a commander, everyone was most likely to be one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. I feel like you're bullshitting, but okay. I can give you your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can use your powers when you're inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. It is! Again! But it was fine! I heard it! That's out! I checked! It's alright now, right? Oh, I forgot to do. Tempest. Fuck! No! It's not. What? Fuck! No! It's not. What? Okay. Let me. It's not. Wait. Okay. Let me. Alright. What about now? It's worse! What about now? Okay, what about now? Okay, what about now? I'm going to kill myself. Okay, what about now? Okay, what about now? Okay, what about now? I don't have another mic! What happened? Why is it? I don't have another mic! What happened? Why is it? I don't have another mic! What happened? Why is it? What if I just... Okay. Does this help? Does this help? Alright, what about now? Hi, is it working? Hi, is it working? Okay, thank fucking God! Okay, thank fucking God! Okay, no, I need to try something else. So, wait a second. Because I was using, okay, if I do this, and now I put this. Does it sound good now? This. Does it sound good now? Alright. It was NVIDIA broadcast Alright, it's working now. Right? And if I close this, NVIDIA broadcast is being weird. Like normally it just sits on the toolbar, but it's, well, it's working now, whatever. Also remember to like the stream, to Cosmic. This is so full. Yeah, I agree. She sighed deeply, what sounded like resignation to me. OBS better? No, OBS is not. No, I'm using NVIDIA broadcast for noise suppression because it's better than the one in OBS. Because the NVIDIA one cuts out less. Like the one in OBS cuts off my voice when I go yippee or I go like really high. And this one doesn't. Yippee! Hey, cheer up! Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? A maskless life isn't that bad once in a while, see? No risk of heat damage to your face. Ooh, Eva! I like the expression. Oh, she looks so hot with there, fuck. I'm cooning over a woman! I can't believe this. First time. This, not first time, but you know. You're Star Cosmic, right? I'm gonna paint this down here. Put this, and oh, I can screenshot her. Tricky looking at a woman, impossible, but look at her! Okay, I'm gonna tweet that out. Oh no, she's hot! Yeah, I mean, I already liked her before, but now, yeah. I'm very sorry. Yes, get mean, Eva. Sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor of glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
I thought I'd been imagining things. Did you just whisper something really out of character for her? Takumi, are you stupid? She, like, okay, like, look, she said, okay, where is it? Exposing our plain faces is as embarrassing as walking outside without clothing. And this, like, she feels like she's naked, and this guy is like, well, being naked every once in a while is not that bad. Eva, sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know?
Takumi's a gibbering idiot! The enemy of all maidenkind! Downright pervert! I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Eva had done a complete about-face. What could have transformed a sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued witch? Takumi, are you stupid? He is stupid. He has nothing in his head, nothing. Why is he so stupid? I'm guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm not very nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. This is the pits of the pits. After all that hard work, I didn't get to see a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? The shock of not being able to get her mask back made Eva burst into tears. She had been putting on an act at this time. I was astonished by the fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusation, but what are we supposed to do now? I couldn't muster up the anger to chide her as she went sadly. She was likely mentally strained for the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. And also because you took her mask from her and she feels naked! Are you stupid, Takumi? Jeez. No wonder everyone hates me. Yeah, because you're stupid! After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I got out of Eva in a notebook. And then, once night fell, oh fuck. The bed. Ooh! Threesome? Yeah, threesome. The bedtime announcement played. But right, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now. But the Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It can be decided that the Anti-Sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. You start first, Takumi. Learned anything new about the identity of the sponsor? Yes, according to what Eva told me. I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. And about how the bee could not have been the weapon of an invader. In conclusion, it's quite likely that the sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the school invaders. That's all from me. We're already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party? This is highly displeasing. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was a remarkable work for a person of your intelligence! Okay, he's stupid. That has been established. Thanks. Can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it. If I feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a type of parasitic wasp, a horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out. Like a blood collecting device of sorts, it works more like a mosquito stinger. We also thought that the bee used it to suck the blood out of Kotaro. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of his suction. That's what she said! But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So, where did Kura's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? It's likely that's what's happening. Maybe it's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsors using the bees to consume cryptoglobin? Just a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Kurara's blood. The thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. And that's all I've got. Let's hear what Hirukos has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsors wearing? Yes, I venture to say that there's been some major progress, much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hiroko previously said that the sponsor's invisibility came from the suit. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where's the spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? 3 sets of eyes are better than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who can fight that place. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. So, don't even try, understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the usually playful Hiroko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. I'm so thirsty today, fuck, why? Okay, I respect your wishes, even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine, you almost with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first one to die last time. Please, are you talking about me? I'm much stronger than the Hiroko you know. Tarumi and I can take out a commander or 2 by ourselves. Tarumi, huh? You almost expression dark like that. Hiroko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Tarumi, of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me. Yugamu? Oh yeah, it makes sense. She loves her killing games. I can imagine she won't at least try to sabotage her work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured, she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner. Nothing more, nothing less. Also, she's my fuck buddy, but that's unrelated. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. You can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Yugamo continued to question Hiroko about her reason for teaming up with Tarumi, but she kept quiet throughout. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. 29? It had been 4 days since the game started, and I had gotten used to fighting outside the academy. I would wander around town. Cosmic. I was that though that I actually had to rewind to see she's my fuckboy part because I actually believe the game said that. No, I just did it, just for fun. But yes, the game would actually say that. After I don't know if you were there when the Ruby was like, "No boys allowed in the Yuri zone." Like they are actually fucking, or at least something else. But like, yeah, she got the Ruby barking and on a leash. Yeah. Takumi, I don't care about your mentality. I wanna play! Let me kill! Nice. Seems like I'm in pretty good form today. I thought that I would end up in last place in the first round if I get this out, but ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the anti-sponsor alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. But what was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? I couldn't get that one thought out of my mind, as I cut down one invader after the other. In a way, the sponsor and Sirei were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against invaders. Except, Sirei never ordered us to fight outside the academy. He always insisted we fought on the academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsor basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? Did they not want us using their weaponmatic? Dying outside meant our dead bodies couldn't be revived. Was that the sponsor objective? To ensure that anyone who died would stay dead? Hey Takumi, why did your hands go on vacation? I was jolted back to reality by Yugamo's teasing. Sorry, just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now. Don't forget that Hiruko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right, sorry about that. Okay. Yugamo and I then spent the better part of the morning killing together. We returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately made our way to the leisure lounge. Yugamu! What happened? You're really low! There, we checked our latest rank.
And Yugamu's in 6th.
Yugamu, you got outdone by Tsubasa of Fat People. Our positions have slipped from the first day, but we were still within the top bracket. Since it was already the 4th day, it was unlikely we would tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic happened.
Was currently in last place.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed. Whatever, who cares? I had told myself not to look at the other positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last boss. So what's that they got for real? Weren't you last stream? Maybe, okay, I hallucinated. Okay, we're in a killing game, and the killing game works like this. We gotta go outside and kill the invaders. Like, outside, we're not on the defensive, we're hunting them. And we get points awarded by how many invaders we kill. And the person with the least points gets killed every 10 days. Kurara went first because she was like, no, I refuse to play this game, and then she was killed, you know, to make an example out of her. So I'm like, Tsubasa killed that many? Jesus, she is the god. The goat, sorry. Speaking of leaderboard positions,
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
Just as I was saying, oh my god. So he's not that stupid after all. She was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. Tsubasa, you promised not to say that anymore. Looking out for another. It's what teammates do. No wrestler worth their salt abandons their tag partners to get ahead in their match. She's likely benefiting from the point sharing system. What point sharing system? What? You haven't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing any invaders yourself. Yugamo took out a notepad and started drawing some sort of diagram on it. Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that enemy by yourself. You gain 10 whole points. But if I help you in the fight, I gain a percentage of those 10 points. Could be a 50-50 or 80-20 split, depending on the situation. It all hinges on how much each person contributed to the fight. Simple joining the fight earns you at least 10% of the points. Tsubasa's Kemo anima is very versatile, and so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting the others. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together, like in sports. A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker members earn points by focusing their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain support by offering to share points with those who do. This game might not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we work together. So we're testing our teamwork in a killing game. A killing game usually pits participants against each other, but the rules for this one clearly lend itself to fostering teamwork. Has this been implemented to adjust the difficulty of the game to our level? Or did the sponsor have some ulterior motive? I returned to my room, unable to quash the indescribable wave of nausea threatening to pull me over. Why nausea? What should I do this afternoon? Free time? Oh. Okay. No! I wanna improve my stuff! Why do you do this to me? Alright, let's talk to people. Do not speak to me as if we were friends. I will never, ever forgive you for sending Lady Kurara to her dismal death. Begone, accursed Grim Reaper, and give Lady Kurara back to me. Calm down, Yoshika. I'm sorry, Takumi, but Yoshika's still very angry about what happened, so... I knew I wasn't popular, but actually having such vitriol spilled directly in my face was a sobering experience. Geralt, why are you talking to her? She hates you now. Eva was in her cell, looking as dejected as I had left her. She was clearly still aghast at not being able to get her mask back. Arumi. This is bliss! Wow, who just shouted? It is I, Narumi, and I'm shouting because this is the happiest I've ever been. Killing game? Check! Mistress Hiruko's lapdog? Check! Killing and killing and killing every day and night? Check, check, and check! I'm Mistress Hiruko's loyal lapdog in a killing game. What else does a person need to be happy in life? Just thinking about how I'm gonna bring the innards of those invaders tomorrow releases so many endorphins into my brain. I will just pass out from sheer pleasure. Yeah, yeah, that's why I say they're fucking. They're absolutely fucking. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to my head, but like, she was actually barking. She was like, "Go, prepare, back." And Takumi asked Hiruko, her, why she was barking, and she was like, "Oh, well, you know how this one has been really excited about the killing game and won't stop yapping about it? Well, I had to calm her down, you know? Basically, I made her submit with my superior force, and, well, it broke her a little. Actually, she was like, "Oh, I told you to stay inside. Go back to your room like a good girl." Yeah, they're absolutely fucking. 100%. If they're not fucking, I don't know what they're doing. Darren was enjoying the current situation with every fiber of her being. I still couldn't understand why Hiruko would team up with someone like that. Takumi. Tsubasa lowered her eyes awkwardly when I called out to her. Also, everyone hates us because we killed Eito, and then we got Gaku killed, and then Kurara, and they all think it's our fault, and we are the worst, and they hate us. I'm sorry for abandoning you the other day. Did everything turn out alright after that? Yeah, I managed to walk away with my life somehow. Yugomo and I are a team now. I'm just glad you're safe. I don't want to see any more of my friends dying. Though that means Shoma's in trouble for the first round, huh? Why? He's not taking part in the game at all. Oh, he's not doing anything? My internet is dying. I love the Colonel Rano. It happens. Takemaru's been pulling out at the stops to invite him, but he refuses to even leave his room. I see, Shoma's probably going to be the first to die if things continue like this. But we could save him if we took down the sponsor before that happens. Tsubasa, do you happen to know anything about the sponsor? I'm trying to find out their true identity. That's a question I'd like to answer myself. Why did they show up and make us take part in the killing game? None of it makes any sense. Okay. Okay, Moko is on the team. Hi, Moko. Info about the sponsor's identity? Oh my! Are you receiving that too? Too? As in, you're also looking into this? You bet! I will try to film a day in the life documentary of the sponsor some time ago. Day in the life? First, I made a camera with a gift-o-matic. Then, I turned the sponsor around for 24 hours. That way, if they ever reveal their face during that time, we'll catch it on film, right? And did you? Oh, I wish. They clung to that spacesuit like it was the champion belt itself. How it's possible to carry out any sort of daily routine with that suit on? What about food? Oh, the sponsor doesn't eat. Doesn't eat? Yeah, I never saw them eat or sleep, even once. I just kept passing out orders to their bee underlings day in, day out. The sponsor can stay active for 24 hours without any food or sleep. It sounded unbelievable to me, but Moko wasn't the type to tell tales. We're dealing with a real main event headliner here. Better be ready for a Royal Rumble if you're trying to build a real identity. That's like really good information. Maybe we should add Moko to the team. She's smart. I know she was that smart. Hey Takemaru, can I have a minute? I'm gathering information about the sponsor right now and... Sorry man, I got nothing to say. You're just bad luck these days. Everything you touch turns to ashes. Okay, Takemaru, I'm resigning the title of boyfriend for you. You're no longer boyfriend number 1. You're just a guy. And Yugamu became boyfriend number 1. Actually, just my boyfriend. Fuck you, Takemaru. I hope you die. Bad luck, huh? Just part of being the school chinks, I guess. Okay, I've collected quite a bit of information. I learned a lot. I was glad I mustered up the courage to talk to everyone. After putting the information down in a notebook, I prepared for the nightly meeting. For the Anti-Sponsor Alliance, the bedtime announcement was now a call to action instead of a reminder to rest. Assigned for us to gather and report on the day's findings. So now we know it's highly possible the sponsor doesn't eat or sleep. And still manages to be so powerful. They should just quit sponsor killing games and go make a killing in the business world instead. Who wouldn't be impressed by a corporate soldier who can work all day and night? This is neither the time nor place to be joking around. It's precisely the time and place to be funny. Morbid humor is the best way to deal with morbid situations. That's just how strong the enemy we're up against is, right, Hiruko? This sponsor person is an enigma. Stays active for 24 hours without any sort of nutritional replenishment. Are we dealing with a robot? We can't rule out that possibility, considering what little we know of their identity. I was thinking about it too. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Hiruko! Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment? Was that a joke? It must be. Your entire existence is one. Gero! Allow me to share my additional findings on the beast's anatomy next. I got down to business today by dismembering the beast to its smallest parts. Some interesting truths were discovered as a result. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. This beast killed Kurara like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, hemoanima. The ability to move around without needing to eat or rest. Hemoanima enhanced beasts. The more we try to pry into the sponsor's business, the more of their uncanny strengths we seem to discover. But none of this proved that the sponsor itself was impossible to defeat. If we could just find a way to get them out of that invisibility suit. Last but not least, let's hear what Hiruko has to tell us. Did you find that spare suit you talk about? Yes, I pinpointed the location yesterday. If all goes well, I should be able to get my hands on the suit by tomorrow. Really? I honestly wasn't expecting to find it so soon either. Once we actually have it, uncovering a weakness or two should be trivial work. Unfortunate for the sponsor, their invader hunt is about to draw to a premature close. An end of this abominable invader hunt seemed like a dream, but Hiruko seemed confident the odds were in our favor. Anything can do to help you secure the spare suit? Quite a lot, in fact. I venture to say I couldn't possibly recover the suit without your help. The suit is located somewhere to the south of this campus. Actually, getting to the suit is going to be the easy part. The thing is, if the bees flying around us find out what we're doing, all of our efforts will go down the drain. Because then, the sponsor will realize what we're up to. That's why we're going to need a little bit of a creative prep work to hoodwink those roaming bees. With that preface, Hiruko shared with us a brief outline of her plan. Our operation commences at 7 AM tomorrow. The three of us here, plus the roomie, will head south in the direction of town. Once we're somewhere in the vicinity of this area, we'll start hunting down invaders. As we do, we'll destroy the ruins around there in the flashiest way possible, kicking up as much dust and ash as we can. I'll use the sudden drop in visibility as camouflage to secretly move to a place with a spare suit without being discovered by the bees. We'll meet up once I find the suit, and rush back to school to examine it until we can discover its weaknesses. After we ascertain a way to destroy the invisibility suit, it's showdown time with the sponsor. Hiruko's plan was simple, but bold. She would absolutely end everything tomorrow if circumstances allowed, both the invader hunt and the sponsor himself. Will you help me, Takumi and Yugamu? An earnest plea from Hiruko without her usual bards was a straight yes for me. I nodded vigorously. Of course I'll help. Let's get that suit and bring down the sponsor to get... Yugamu? Actually, I'm gonna go get more water, because I'm really thirsty for some reason. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hello. I'm against this plan. I won't be joining it. What's gotten into you, Yugamo? Is there something wrong with the plan? You're still against Darumi? Makes sense, but come on. Nothing wrong with the plan, per se. What's wrong is one of the participants. Hiruko, why are you letting Darumi join the operation tomorrow? You've been insisting all this time she's nothing but your in-game partner, not a member of the anti-sponsor alliance. She is very strong. She'll be useful in combat. That's nice, but what guarantees that she won't turn around and slit our throats after learning of the plan? She lives and breathes killing games. I can already picture her launching at us in unrestrained anger when she finds out we're trying to put a stop to her beloved game. You're overthinking this. She'll be too engrossed in the game to even notice what we're doing. That's my point, see? It's counterproductive to let someone so engrossed with killing games into our confidence. I disagree. I'm bringing her along tomorrow by hook or by crook. I have my reasons. Oh, such as? The discussion was leading nowhere. Neither Hiruko nor Yugamo seemed willing to compromise. Tomorrow's operation would be aborted if we didn't find a way to break the stalemate. I had to do something. I'm afraid I have to take Yugamo's side this time, Hiruko. We're putting our lives in the line tomorrow. Yet at the same time you're trying to involve someone outside of the alliance, you can't blame us for feeling hesitant. Even you think so. She averted her eyes and bit on her lips. Fine, I won't ask for your help anymore. I'll get this done myself. Hold on, I'm not putting fuck with you or anything. I reached out quickly and grabbed Hiruko's hand before she could leave the room. We understand you had your secrets you can fully share with us, and we know you have your reasons. But can't you at least tell us something? It has to be something of the ordinary, right? You're not the type to insist on doing things your way for mere selfish reasons. And how are you so sure I'm not? Because you trusted me, so I trust you too. It was Hiruko who trusted me and brought me out when everyone else was shunning me and calling me a jinx. If she needed help, I wanted to do everything in my power to help her. I quickly pleaded with Hiruko, while intensely staring at her in their eyes, praying hard that she would trust and lean on me, and then... It was a sigh of resignation. The trouble with your generic face is how it completely disarms me when you're spouting the occasional hero-like rhetoric. Very well, you will have a full explanation on why I must bring Darumi along. Really? Yes, but not here. Outside. Outside? I'll be waiting for you on the roof. Come alone. With that, she exited the room. But her wanting to meet with me alone would mean... Oh, for the love of murder. I'm the outcast now, eh? I don't mind. Go ahead, Takumi. I'll be right here, keeping your bed warm for you until you return. Yeah, thanks. I'll be right back after I hear what she has to say. Also, don't touch my bed. No promises. Please, oh, he's blushing. He's so cute. Please promise. I left Yugamo behind in my room and went out to the roof. Huh? Hiruko? I didn't see Hiruko on the roof even though she said she'd be waiting for me here. Unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. Oh, that's such a beautiful CG. I turned toward the direction of the voice and saw Hiruko seated on the ledge. She was staring intently at something. I followed her gaze and... there was the artificial satellite, floating in the night sky.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
Her question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again. We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends. That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. However, Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Takumi... she has said repeatedly she has nothing.
Not all families are worth going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
She was right, I didn't understand. How could I? It was my cherished dream to be surrounded by my parents and Karu at the dinner table again someday.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
No?
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself. If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers.
Ouch.
Punishment awaited her at every turn for no reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day. None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need.
That's why she ended up like that.
You see? Just like a killing game, right?
I had an inkling that we might not have come from the best of family environments, but I had no idea it was that bad. I'm not surprised, leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back and abusing them on top of that sounds like my scumbag brother. Right, just like how he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. Dad goes to sit at horse races on Sunday afternoons. And beats me when he loses his bets. She wasn't kidding about that.
When you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah. That's understandable.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me? Young and old, male and female. We should all suffer together. Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
Poor girl.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground.
Oof,
She
that's...
would have given her life for it.
So she was dead serious. Dead and buried 6 feet underground. Jesus, that's the hardest fuck line. What sort of mentality could drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to
Her
begin?
wish to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances. But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
When the sponsor showed up, the sponsor of the killing game suddenly appeared in midair one day. Darumi must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true.
She's on Cloud 9 right now. living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it, after playing to her heart's content.
Die? Even though her dream finally came true?
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
In fact, you guys were starting the school invaders together quite enthusiastically. Someone who thought with such wanton abandon in a situation where there was no coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound now, could they? She was right, someone with normal sensitivities would be a lot more cautious than this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find. If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits. Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. It's not easy for me to keep pulling her back. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Oh, Hiruko.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along, if I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi. This whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
I was completely dumbfounded. Hiruko was serious about saving everybody's lives. But then again, Hiruko had always been like that, even last time. My primary goal here is to win the war. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. She will ensure no one got left behind by snatching them from the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Her tenacity in that aspect has saved me. I was now saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depth of the Hiruko's determination. I had to admit it, she was the real hero here. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner, the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up from the sham of a dream. I'm begging you here, Takumi. Help me tomorrow. Yeah, of course. How could I possibly turn down a request from this awesome hero standing before me? I'm convinced you're going to help as well. I can't believe he'll turn us down after I explain the situation to him. The four of us will rampage through town together tomorrow and put an end to the invader hunt. We both stretched out our hands spontaneously and exchanged a firm and solemn handshake. The only thing going through my mind at that time was what I could do to protect Hiruko's kind-hearted resolve. We would work together to defeat the sponsor, and then let's all get to the best day 100 together. But I was too naive. Kind-heartedness had no place on the battlefield, because it was Hiruko's kind-heartedness that led her up to end up like that.
Hiruko!
What? Huh? She was lying on the ground with blood pouring out her back? What? This is a mortal wound. There is no way she can recover from this. The attacker, if I remember correctly, is the...
Squad 3 Commander!
What is the commander doing here? Why is Hiruko lying in a pool of her own blood. Was she defeated by that commander? Nothing was making sense. My mind was in a state of confusion. Our plan had been proceeding smoothly. We set off early, reached the part of town south of the school, and started doing battle. Using the flashy skills we had in our arsenal, we hunted down every invader in the area. This was to draw the Flying Beast's attention to us. Sometime after the battle began, Hiruko secretly left the area like she had planned in order to secure the spare suit. The beasts were struggling to count the points Yugamo and I were racking up and didn't seem to have noticed her sudden absence. It felt like the plan was actually going to work. All you had to do was wait for Hiruko to return with the suit that would lead us to victory. But then something unexpected happened. I took my eyes off Takumi, who had been fighting with us for only a short while, and she vanished in that moment. She probably got overly excited and decided to expand her hunting territory. I panicked. Hiruko would be so heartbroken if anything happened to Takumi. I ran out the vicinity in desperate attempt to locate her. All the while imploring her in my heart to not do anything reckless that might end up making Hiruko sad. I was praying for her safety. And just as I finally caught sight of Takumi on the other side of some rubble, the unthinkable happened. I couldn't make head nor tail of the scene, no matter how long I had stared at it.
Why? Why is this happening? Get a hold of yourself, Takumi.
I snapped back to my senses at Yugamu's yelling. Yugamu, Hiruko's down, most likely by commander. Yugamu's face twisted into a hateful scowl when he turned to look at the commander. That's why I didn't want Takumi to come along. She's too high profile in a lot of ways. You can't blame the enemy for zeroing on such an attention-grabbing target on the battlefield. I wanted the commander to get Takumi first in this case, and when Hiruko tried to help her. The commander attacked Takumi as she was rampaging around, and when Hiruko tried to help, she got struck down instead. What do we do now? How can we save them both? Run away, that's what! The operations failed! But we can't just abandon them. There's nothing we can do to turn the tide of this battle, especially not against the commander. We need to survive so that we can carry out Hiruko's will. Yugamo's decision was sound. The best outcome we could hope for right now was to avoid all of us dying. But we don't even know where the suit is. Hiruko knows, not us. But did I really want that? What was the point of surviving if I had to abandon a friend to do it? Abandon Hiruko and Takumi to escape and wait for another chance, or jump in to save them without caring about the consequences. Oh, it's okay, Vegito, don't worry. You just got up. Okay, basically, remember, I don't know if you were last stream? Do you remember that we were in a killing game? If you do, well, Takumi, okay, we partnered up with Yugamu, Takumi, okay, I can't open the menu from here, fuck, well, Hiruko, we partnered up with the boyfriend number 2, okay, you remember, okay. Well, we partnered with him, with the glasses girl, you know, the one that speaks like this. The dummy mommy and Takumi, the crazy one. And, the chicks, okay, Hiruko got killed right now. Yeah, I do want to save her. Yeah, I will save Takumi. I'm glad you agree. I'm going to save those two. You better get out of here before the commander notices you. me crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything by dying here. I know, you're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
Hiruko's put her trust in me. I won't abandon her now. I clear my mind with a battle cry and charge into the fray. Once I reach Hiruka Drumi, we launch into the painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Do I get to play? Benito, my PC is fucked right now, so I'm trying to build a new one while still using my current shitty one. It happens. I hope your shitty PC can last long enough to, you know, yeah, so you can keep watching me, yeah? Also, good luck. Oh, hey Takumi, you came to save us, huh? Thanks, bro. I hate to disappoint you after you came out this way, but we're totally headed for a game over here. Mr. Siruko's already out of action, and I'm basically about to kill our two. Looks like we bought ourselves and one-way ticket to hell! Why don't we just accept it and all die together? If you got the energy to attack, you can still fight. Take out the weaker enemy first. You got it, boss! Okay. First of all, I'm gonna heal you. Alright. I'm gonna attack a potion. Okay. Oh, that didn't kill that one? Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Ready when you are. Say when.
Okay, Takumi. You do your thing. Kill them so you get more energy. My PC is right now the equivalent of a 1950 Soviet surveillance computer that was made. Oh, I get it. So you're in deep trouble now, huh, brother?
Here we go.
Oh, that does nothing.
Take care of the rest.
It's killing game time! Stab! Let's do it to it! Uh-oh! Dead already!
He's still stunned. Okay.
Seriously depressing.
Good news, you have no Rule 34 of you.
Okay. Your turn now.
And that's good news? I went porn of myself. Why is it not doing anything?
Say when. All right, ready when you are. That's damn it. I've got this. Not bad.
Attack boost for our king.
Here we go. I'm spent. Let's do this. Let's go. That's ready when you are.
Like that, bitch! Okay, now what? Anyone else get the feeling this commander's just playing with us? He's not even attacking, he's just standing there, all menacing like. I guess he knows he doesn't need to get involved directly. We're already outnumbered and outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they're overwhelmed us. Damn it. Yugamu's gonna go over? Yeah.
Ah.
You really are too dumb to like sometimes. Did you really think you could take on a commander with just the two of you? Yugamu, what are you doing here? I told you to run! I'm just making the most logical choice I can. We can't afford to lose you, Takumi. We'll have no chance of winning the war if we do. That means our only choice is to do something about this guy so we can all get away. It wasn't much of a plan, but at least we can hope now. With three of us, we might just be able to pull it off. Let's not this, guys. Give it everything you've got and take him down. Alright. Yugamu?
Good to go.
Debuff all of those.
That feel. Let's get to the killing.
And then use your sacrificial whip.
Stinks, doesn't it? I'm good to go.
And another one.
Experiment time. Such a beautiful death.
Alright. Tarumi. I'll be honest, I don't know. You know what? Attack potion. And you kill this guy. So we get another AP and then... yeah, do that. And then... Carol, I don't know. Here. This. Okay, now what? Oh, no, it's actually doing something. Oh, we got debuff. Fuck. Okay.
Let's get to the killing. This'll stop them in their tracks. I'm good to go.
Take that, bitch.
Time for me to move.
Another one.
Experiment time. Let's get to the this'll do. Time for me to move. I can't wait.
This doesn't do much. Oh, we won? Oh, it's gonna retreat, I guess. It's no use. He's too strong. Honestly, I think we could have beaten him, but alright. If the story demands it. He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two's not gonna make any difference. For the love of murder, if he's gonna kill us anyway, he could at least go all out too. Half-assing it makes the whole thing feel cheap. This is why I hate fighting invaders. Don't give up, there has to be something we can do. Nah, dude, we're done. Let's charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. I've always wanted to go like a bunch of dirty fireworks. We're out of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when it seemed all hope was lost.
Take my cryptoglobin.
No! Hiruko! No! I heard Hiruko's voice, faint and weak but still determined, on my comm channel. Hiruko, I thought you'd passed out. Never mind that. Just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your cryptoglobin? What are you talking about? Am I not clear enough? I want you to kill me. If I'm going to die anyway, you might as well take my power and save ourselves. But you're my friend, I could never kill you. I might die, but you'll still have hope. You still have the spare suit. Yeah, they can escape also. Use it to figure out the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive. Yeah, just run. You can't be serious. There's no way I can do this. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. Takumi! Oh! Yeah. She's got Takumi on a leash, so if she orders her, she will do it. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Takumi had just a knife right into Hiruko's back.
Mistress Hiruko! Mistress Hiruko! Your power flowing into me! I can feel you inside me!
I try. She looks like Hatsune Miku on crack. Yeah, that's basically her design. I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Takumi absorbed more and more of her blood, Hiruko's body began to shiver and dry up. Oh man! Oh man, oh man, oh man! I never felt this kind of energy before! I'm in the zone now! I feel I could fly, like I could do anything! Yahoo! Takumi threw back her head and let out a crazy cry of elation, totally at odds with what had just happened. Don't you realize what you've done, Takumi? You just killed Hiruko! Save the recommendation shots for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through. But Hiruko is... Takumi is overflowing with power right now. She might actually be able to beat the commander. Hugo was right. Takumi was stronger than ever. She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons in every direction, even charging at the commander with the slightest trace of fear. No one can stop me now! By the time we were able to take stock of our surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? Yeah, seems that way. Had we really won? Somehow it didn't feel real. Relax, he's gone. I don't sense any trace of his presence anymore. Also, that thing Hiruko gave her life to get us is still here and still intact. Yoamu held up the suitcase Hiruko had brought from the school. It most likely had the spare of the sponsor's suit inside it. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this is a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it. Yoamu's gaze wandered to Hiruko's body. It was bad enough that she sustained fighting damage trying to bail Takumi out, but then her crypto-glowing was absorbed by the very person whose life she'd saved. As for Takumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. I could only imagine how she felt. How you just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her? Takumi, you poor straight boy. I don't know who to tell this to you, but they were fucking. She was in love with Hiruko. They were like sisters. They were fucking. She was her puppy girl. It's not like that. This is the most a straight boy can think of lesbians. But before I could say anything, Takumi, Her eyes rolled back in her head as she fell onto the ground. Looks like she finally ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her from now, Takumi. I'll dig a grave for Hiruko. Here's a good resting place for her as any. Yugamu began digging with an old piece of wood, and when the hole was big enough, gently lowered Hiruko's body into the ground.
Hiruko. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
But I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weakness, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
We returned to the school, determined to carry on what Hiruko had started. Unfortunately... Unfortunately what? I have no idea where to even start with tech this weird. Hugo and I had gone back to my room and look at the suit. Looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or the technology or whatever it was to make the suit tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard, if not impossible. We had to recruit Tsubasa. She knows about the stuff. Well, it's a protective suit made of some kind of specialist material. That's about all I can say. Yeah, I can't figure anything else out either. How can something this flimsy block out our attacks so completely? We've worked so hard to get it. This feels like such a waste. Darn it, if only we knew someone with actual and genuine knowledge on our side. As if in answer to my exasperated cry. Someone's here at this hour. You don't think it's the sponsor, do you? It's not totally out of the question. They might realize we got our hands on a suit just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. If I was going to die anyway, I might as well put up a fight here now. I took a deep breath and opened the door. Tsubasa? I definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Since this game began, everyone except Yugamo and Hiruko have been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she might start to cry at any moment. Hey, what's wrong? Holy Tsubasa, you're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is something bothering you? We'll be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Shigamu's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down, Tsubasa. What's it about? What are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine. No, that's not it. I was there, Takumi. Hiruko was fighting the commander. I was watching the whole time. Tsubasa was there too. I wanted to help. If I activated my Hemoanima, I could have used my car to get Hiruko and Darumi out of there and bring them back to the school. But I was so scared I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what I should do, Hiruko got wounded, and then she... I'm sorry, Hiruko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. I know apologizing won't fix this, but... I have no idea what to say. I know all too well how much it hurt not being able to say someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say would take away that pain, but before I could even try... Yugamu! Are you gonna blackmail her into studying the suit? You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't going to cut it. You haven't got there first, speaking a harsh tone. I hadn't heard him use her. You didn't save Hiruko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. That's not the kind of crime you can just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. She watched as she died. She was scared. She was like a deer in the headlights. She was frozen in fear. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder. At least he still has a shred of human decency in him. That's more than I can say for you. Takumi, I know you're mad, but that's going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you to make it worse. No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. Cosmic, I'm back. Hi, back! I'm Tricky! When Kaiko died, I suspected you, because that's what everyone else was doing. Also, I don't know if you said, but Hiruko died. It was the time when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. I never stand up and make more important decisions for myself. And now, Hiruko is dead because of me. Benito. So the lifeguard girl let the classic girl die because she was scared while the other two were fighting for their lives. 1. She's not a lifeguard, she's a mechanic. And 2. She wasn't part of our team, so I get it. Benito. Also Tricky never do a dumb joke against my wife. But I always do that jokes, I find it funny. That room is probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped that from happening. Wow, she really did see everything. She probably still in shock. I am a terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friend's life with so little respect. It's so disgusting, it makes me want to puke. Tsubasa didn't stop at try heaving. She vomited all over the floor. Tears still streaming her face. I know you're vomiting in my room too. You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in to fight the commander and try to save Hiruko. I can't believe I've been so helpful to you all this time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Takumi. For everything. I'd be lying if I said it was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and call it that water under the bridge. But I wasn't going to hold anything against her, not when she was already suffering this much. Just the thought that I was still capable of some kind of compassion was a comfort in itself. Guys, I really need to go pee! Benito, she messed up the rock, really? Wasn't the last night not enough to you got a dirt there? Yeah, that was a little bit too much, girl. Like, we literally have a shower, like, on the... right there, the bathroom. You could have gone and show up to the bathroom. Why on the fucking main floor? Anyways, I'm going to pee. Be right back. Like, seriously, right back. Actually, I'm not even gonna put the be right back string. Wait about 2 minutes at max, okay? I'm back, every pony. Was it 2 minutes as I said I would take? You can cry all you want. It's not going to erase what you did. The world will need a police if atonement was that easy. Well, not police. That would be jail. What's with you today, Yugamu? Tsubasa made some mistakes, but you don't need to be so hard on her. Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hyuko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Save lives? But how do I? Just a suggestion, but how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carrying on Hyuko's legacy too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it will mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Tsubasa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there, staring at her feet. Then she nodded, as if she'd come to an important decision. Okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but if I can save everyone, I'm in. So, what do you want me to do? When Tsubasa said that, Yugama turned to me and winked. No, it makes sense. He just made her feel worse, so she'll feel like she had no choice but to join us to town. I can't say I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. Here's what it is, Tsubasa. I told Tsubasa all about our secret plans. How we formed an alliance to take down the sponsor and end the game, and how, thanks to Hyuko, we now had a spare of that kind of suit the sponsor wore. A spare suit? Wow, awesome! It's the real thing! I see, Hiroko risked everything to get us this. Yeah, but this stuff isn't really our area. We've got no idea what we're supposed to do with it, to learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop? We don't want anyone to find out we've got this though. Somewhere we can investigate without being seen, huh? I might be able to help with that, you see? There's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who knows about it. When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off. I mean, is that crazy? Yeah, Takumi, a secret lab? You'll understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there now, follow me. We gathered up the suit and left my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab she'd found. Okay. Finally, we arrived at the right stage area in the gym. This is our secret lab? I guess people don't come here that often. Back up, guys, you're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge a sec. Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shoot us to the edge of the stage, then knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. All at once, the board came loose, and then... a hole? Putting back that one board had somehow made a huge hole appear in the stage. I happened to find a map of this room when I was fixing the corpse recovery drone program using the war room computer. Sorry to have kept it a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this I could have all to myself. No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard. I'm gonna warn you, try not to be too shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there. Shocked? Scream? What in the world is in this lab? I don't know if I can explain it all that well. it will be easier to show you. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees us. Sure. We followed Tsubasa down the ladder and into the secret room, basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never have imagined. That's the escape pod! I had to hold myself back from it in a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the level was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod! I had seen it before, of course, at the end of my first 100 days here, but I never expected to see it here like this. Yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you can get it working now? I thought of that, but it's not good. It's stuck up tight and there's no way to get in. We could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door. It must have security measures to stop anyone using it before day 100. That's the only time we're allowed to leave the school. Well, we can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate into the suit for now. Do you need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go get it for you. No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started. I looked around the lab. It was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa had brought in already. There was also a lot of weapons for some reason. I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies, just in case we ever needed to haul up in here. I snuck some food supplies in too. Have yourself if you get hungry. Tsubasa, you're amazing. Tsubasa, as always, is the GOAT. It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make the perfect HQ for the anti-sponsor alliance. So, how are you gonna investigate the suit's capabilities? You got any experiments in mind? You basically want to know how to break through the suit's defenses, right? The fastest way is to figure that is to try out a bunch of stress tests and figure how it holds up. By testing its resistance to stretching, pressure, elastic and plastic deformation, we can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness. Deformation, fracture. Some of those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out this suit's weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. We spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit in any way we could. Day 31. The next morning, I made my way to the leisure lounge, where the sponsor was laughing around as usual. Oh, Takumi Sumino, what are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I want to see you anyway. Do you have time to talk? Have a respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position. But, allow it, you are one of my most accomplished hunters after all. Hunter me. No need to be modest, just take a look. The results speak for themselves.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly.
He looks like a clanker. Yeah, he really does. I think he is a clanker actually. Okay. First is Tarumi, of course, then us, then Yugamo, Moko, Tsubasa. Okay.
The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. have been at #1 at this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. A reward, huh? Well, since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to. Bend the rules a little. Oh my god! That actually helps me a lot, because what I want is a total to the death. I'm going to fight you, and I'm going to win. And then I'm ending the stupid games of yours once and for all. So it's come to this. Very well. Activate your class armor and Hermo Anima. Attack me all you want. Your sword is no more a threat to me than a blade of grass. The sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. Nice of you to be so laid back about it, but I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. I brought a crossbow to also have me with the gift-o-matic. Normally, using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless. He looks like a big daddy without a bulk. You're so right about that. Yeah, like, these bitches have been calling that like the space suit, but it's not a space suit. It's like a diving suit, an old-timey diving suit. What are you thinking? Throwing something like that on me? Such insolence would not stand. A hunter should lose Hermo Anima. Just like that, the sponsor of coffee the minor vanished, and they began to panic. Oh, is it a twist that their suit only blocks out Hermo Anima? Yes, I love Bioshock 2. I actually really like the Big Sisters. Like, not in a hot way, I just thought they were so fucking cool. Yeah, that. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spiral last night, and we scored something very interesting. I knew it! This suit isn't actually that strong. It has the stuff from just like the Force, and it's not that much tougher than a regular protected suit. I had them because they were an Invader. Oh yeah, playing against them wasn't fun, but they were really cool. I'm sorry, they were a pain in the ass to deal with, but they were really cool. And the knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. Doesn't make sense though. If the suit is that weak, why don't any of our attacks work on it? Is this spare one a fake, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsor's one? No, it's the real thing. The material is the same as what the sponsor wears anyway. So why is this one so much weaker? I think it's not weak so much as built for purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw the suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear, so what is it supposed to protect its wearing from? Not sure if I know. Workers? Oh! Maybe? Okay. Let me read her a line and then I'll use my big brain. Workers at nuclear plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? Okay. Maybe the plan of the ones that put us here at the academy at first wasn't to have Sirei, but it was to have like an actual human, and that human would need to have protection from our Hermo Anima attacks, because yeah, we tried that. And firefighters have ones to protect them against high temperatures, and divers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made with special hazards in mind, stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. There are not a lot of use outside of those scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically pepper thin. I think it's the same with this suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Protective gear for one specific threat. I desperately tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was this suit built for? That was always enough to protect the sponsor from our attacks. The first time we fought them, we attacked with every bit of hemo-anima we could muster. But at the end of our assault, the sponsor was still standing, without having taken the slightest bit of damage. It was like our attacks, our hemo-anima, had no effect at all. And then it hit me, like a bolt from the blue. I knew what the suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. I'm gonna dip in like 20 minutes or so. It's okay. I'm probably gonna be streaming for only for like half an hour or more or so. Of course, the suit is... That suit is designed to repel any and all hemo-anima attacks. But the trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I am invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. The sponsor's voice was calm, but they were clearly shaken. I had no doubt that we were right about this. I only wish I'd noticed it sooner. The suit only blocked hemo-anima attacks, no physical ones. It was such a simple weakness, but I could see why I hadn't thought of it until now. Our first encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked them with everything we had, our very strongest attacks. And not one of them had worked. This person's invincible, it's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted in our heads that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do what the sponsor said. But now we know the truth. Once a trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. I'm warning you, Takumi, stand down now and we can't forget this ever happened. This is for my friends. I pulled the trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. Yes! They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. There was no hiding it now. My attack had clearly done some damage. There were holes in the suit now. We were dealing with an invincible opponent after all.
We did it! Did you see Hideko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Aren't they gonna be strong after all? Not bad, Takumi Sumino. I confess, I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks. It's an honor. But it's your death I want, not compliments. Yeah, he's not there, he's still walking. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. The game has only begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. The suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. I still have... I heard a familiar cacophony buzzing beating wings as the beast flew down from the ceiling. They sounded angry. I've broken a rule after all. I've injured the sponsor. My suit might not be an immobile object, but my beasts are unstoppable as force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Do you think you can defend against this? No, there is nothing I can do about your beasts. If they attack now, I'll be riddled with holes and have every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attack me, that is. Hell yeah! Hi Bernadette, welcome to the stream. Is this your first time here? Either way, welcome. Glad to have you. Okay, let's read this. Now Yugamo is talking. And that's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. Well, welcome. How did you find the stream? Did you see my tweet or did YouTube do its thing? But against someone with the proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. What? Who are you? Why do you have that suit? It's me, Yugamo Mokage. Guess you can tell because of the voice, huh? Apparently the voice changer came as standard with the suits. This one distorted Yugamo's voice to sound just like the sponsors. Also, do you know about 100 Line? Because if you don't know anything about this game, this is probably really confusing. I can give you a small recap if you want. Okay, I've been scrolling through YouTube, but that's why I found your stream. Oh, well, I'm glad you stopped by. It's pretty good. What, the game? Yeah, it is. I love it. I'm gonna keep playing it for a while. We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seemed like the best way to stop me from getting turned into a pink cushion. The bee stingers were powerful, that much was true, but that was because the Vita went to Hemo Anima. Despite that tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, Hemo Anima. But yeah, Bernadette, if you're confused, just tell me and I'll give you a small recap. The suit repelled any other Hemo Anima attacks. With Yugamo wearing one, the beasts were not threatened at all. You and that suit have given us a lot of trouble. Wait a moment, I wanna check something real quick. Yeah. You and your suit have given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around, comes around. Insolence! This will not stand! Don't you realize who I am? I am the one who spreads death across the planet. The all-seeing, the all-knowing Grandmaster I am. Yeah, I'm gonna have you to cut off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go! Right. We both started running. I ran for the door, while Yugamo charged right toward the sponsor. The beast dutifully flew in to protect the monster, but all in vain. Yugamo swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. That suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamo reached the sponsor. And then he opened his clenched fingers to reveal he was holding something. All it takes is one little hole to render the protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit. Any one of these strange weapons should be enough to do that. Right, if the suit is weak against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman though. It's probably more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptoglobian attacks anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in the hole, and the sponsor will get burnt to crisp. Tsubasa held a tiny mechanical sphere. Ooh, okay. This baby is filled with undying flames, all it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgraded version of the one we used on Freshness. But I could only make one, so we only get one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Freshness, they could destroy anyone. They include the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan. All that was left was to sign rolls and iron out the details. Tsubasa would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside the leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. And used the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit. And Yugamu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan. Actually, the detonating bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugamu? You had to get real close to the sponsor to put the bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you're left wide open. Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff in holes. Like they looked. Yugamu! Oh, I love him. Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff in holes that look like they'd be too small to fit. Insane line. I'm trying to be serious here. I'm going to have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me. Yugamu! Okay, I'm screenshotting this and saving it for future reference. Oh, he's so silly. I love him. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me if you prefer. You know me. I swing both ways. B rights and birth rights and switch rights too. And I'm not talking about the console. Bit of assume both ways. He's literally me. He's literally me also. I love you, Amo. Stay on topic, please. In spite of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugamu was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end the game. Even if it meant risking his own life killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
Get away! Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Undaunted, Yugamu grabbed hold of the sponsor. He slipped a miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then... one little hit, the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Okay, but who the fuck what is them? Our tormentor right in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burst away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life for as long as they could, but finally, they let out one last unnatural, almost inhuman scream. their flames still leaking at their body. They collapse onto the floor. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge, and we stood there with Yugamo, watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off them in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to the spot. We had to be sure. We needed to see this person die. They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah, no one could possibly survive that. Then we really won. We won. The moment they said the words, it suddenly felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invisible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. Yo, what the hell is all this noise in here? We heard that voice shouting yeah or something. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. There was an explosion too. There was eye coming running on. The sponsor death cries would have echoed all throughout the school. Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing here? Get over here! That's right. You have to get away from the sponsor. Oh, of course. With Yugamo wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor. I love him. Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourself by the fire. Fire, but it looks like there's a person in there. But fiend, did you incinerate one of our friends for your sake entertainment? This has not far enough. It is time for the holy Givenchy sword to cut you down. Wait, Kashka? No, wait, Kashka, I don't think that's a sponsor. It's Yugamo. Now that you mention it, he does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here? If Yugamo is the sponsor, at the sponsor Yugamo, then who the heck am I? Takumi, Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. Oh wait, if that's Yugamo, where did the red sponsor go? Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. I took everyone through what our team had been doing, starting with me, Yugamo, and Hiruko forming our Secret Alliance. And how Hiruko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit. The first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hiruko's life. Then Tsubasa had joined the Alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put his plan into motion. So you see, we don't have to worry about scores or executions anymore. It's over! We won! I thought they'd all be happy to hear about this. We just freed them from the life and death struggle we've been in since the game began, after all. What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though? Yeah. I hate this guy so fucking much! At least we got Tsubasa on our side now. The sponsor was so strong before, it's hard to believe you killed them just like that. Right, and we didn't see it happen for ourselves. You don't think we're lying to you, do you? No, that's not it. It's just... It's more like... Oh, this is happening so fast. And when there's for so much of it, it doesn't feel real, you know? And I was the one who was supposed to avenge Lady Kurara. Wow, this is not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not asking for a victory party or anything. We can at least relax now, the sponsor's gone. Well, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time, huh? Let's cut it here for today. We can always accept your praise and adulation later. With things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams, we went our separate ways, and I returned to my room. If they still hate us after all of this, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Get ready for your 31st day of act. Prepare. Be ready to give your...
Bernadette, if you're here, we always skip the morning announcement since it's always the same. The morning announcement played just as I got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. I mumbled to myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. We did it, Hiruko. We defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hiruko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. The classic girl be dying every timeline. Okay, but she lasted a lot longer, this one. Last timeline she died like on day 10. This time she died on day 29. Or 30. Day 30! That's a lot. The others would come around, they just needed time to process it. No more turning against each other. No more killing game. We can finally be a real team again. Maybe even friends. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. From here on, with all life, a fun piece of life. That was how I wanted the rest of the 100 days here to go. Just like the better times we had last time around. Maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. That would be a nice change of pace. Still imagining all those different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. Oh? But then my doorbell started ringing. A visitor at this hour? I really don't feel like getting out of bed. Wait, I just thought of like the worst possibility. Is the Ruby gonna keep the killing game alive because she liked them? Okay, wait a moment for me. I decided they should have your Trunks DLC. They might. They do wanna add more routes, so they might. I decided to pretend I hadn't heard. Whoever it was and whatever they wanted, it could wait. My dreams were calling me. Alright, I'm coming. I dragged my entire body out of bed and stumbled over to the door. I opened it and... Yugamu, what are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can we do it tomorrow? Oh no. Sorry, Takumi. I think it might be a little soon for us to be celebrating. Huh, what's that mean? The sponsor's dead? We made sure of that. The three of us had stood and watched as the master of the killing game burned to ashes. Well, the Dictator God is proof that the devs are Dragon Ball Z fans because he was literally Goku Black. Maybe. There was absolutely no way they could still be alive. The sponsor's dead, alright, but the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking in the school somewhere. But now the sponsor's not here to control them anymore. Won't they just leave? The thing about bees is, they don't like to change their habitats all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now, so they don't start building nests and breeding. Great, so now we're exterminators. I wish I could put off the job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of the bees. Alright, I guess we should go look for them. How are we going to do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the tiniest hint of buzzing, get out of there and find me. I'll put on the suit and take him out. Yugamu still had the protective suit. At least with that around, there was no danger of the hemo animal when the insects killing us. With that, Yugamu and I set out to check the campus for bees. I shouldn't just wander around at random. I'll see if everyone's okay and ask them if they've seen anything. Okay. Hi Moko, have you seen anything? Hey, how's it going, champ? Ah! What's that about? Takumi, thank you so much for taking down the scumbag who killed Kurara. I'm so happy. The goodness of church just won't stop coming. You're my absolute hero now. Best wrestler ever. Instant Hall of Famer, no question. I know that Wrestle Top. Oh well, it's nice to see her. So happy. Hey Moko, we're checking to see if any of the sponsor bees are still... Moko? Rikaraka Firecracker 6 Bomba! Everybody hustle! Woo! Victory! Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll get any useful information out of her. Okay. Then the Invader. I don't think she's gonna say anything to us, but... She's asleep. Eva sat in her cage, still looking as dejected as I left her earlier. She was probably still in shock at not being allowed her mask back. Oh, Takumi, perfect timing. For what? Kyoshika has something she wants to say to you. Don't you, Kyoshika? Sumiko pushed Kyoshika forward. So, Takumi, for avenging Lady Kurara's death, I will. And for my rudeness until now, that is to say, I'm... Just shake her head to wake her up. Yeah, Kyoshika trained off, unable to look me in the eye. An awkward silence stretched out between us. Sorry, Takumi, I think Kyoshika needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize to you, but she's not sure how or where to start. That's fine, she doesn't really have to apologize. It's time to pass now. It's nice for you to say that, but this is something she needs to do before we can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay? Yeah. You know where to find me. After that awkward face when they were calling me the Grim Reaper, I was finally back to being able to summon Kyoshika normally again. I found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work defeating the sponsor had been so worth it. Okay. Bro. Are we in good terms now? The sponsor hasn't shown up here all day. Leave it with me, Takumi. Were you serious? Did you really kill that bastard? Yeah, I didn't do it alone though. Yugamo, Tsubasa, and even Hiruko. They all put their legs on the line to make this plan a success. And now the sponsor is gone. We don't have to compete against each other anymore. Listen up, Takemaru. You're allowed to be happy the Invader hunt is over. You idiot. I got no right to be happy at a time like this. What do you mean? I'm so damn pathetic. I push you away. All that shit about you being shady. They went ahead and let you do all the hard work to save our asses. For real. I hate myself so much. I wish I could just drop dead. Don't say that. You survived the killing game. Your life is precious. What's so precious about life you don't live in shame? Sorry man, I can't be around you right now. And hey, sorry about that stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you.
Huh?
You really don't need to do that. Takumi, you're forgiving people way too easily. I won't be forgiving people this easily, I don't think. Thank you. What? What's with you all of a sudden? If you hadn't ended the killing game, I would have been the one getting executed at the end of this round. Oh, sorry, fuck. I defeated the sponsor. Saved my life, Takumi. I never got the chance to say thank you this morning, so now I had to make up for that. You've given an insignificant dust bunny like this a second chance at life. I'm eternally grateful. Oh, it's okay, Shomarly. I mean, this was a victory for all of us. By the way, have you seen any of the sponsor pieces around lately? Doesn't look like I want to get any useful information out of him. I hate him. Yeah, wait. Who are you talking about? Showman? Like the press guy or Takemaru? What? The supposed beings are still alive? I only said they might be. I hope we're wrong, but we have to make sure. Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide Tsubasa? My least favorite character is the Crybaby. Yeah, I hate him. Well, I don't hate him, but I don't like him. Honestly, I don't know if this is relevant, but since you're asking, I did hear some weird noises coming from that room on the first floor. You know, the one with the strange machines? What kind of noises? It almost sounded like people talking, but there's no way someone would be hiding out in a creepy place like that, right? You know what, this was probably just my imagination. I didn't sound like anything like this anyway. Okay, I'll go check it out just in case. Can I go now? Morgue. War room, infirmary, rec room, defensor, garage, metal shop, cafeteria, strange room. Why can I teleport there? Maybe I need to talk to everyone first.
Huh?
You're still here, Yugamo? Weren't you going to search the first floor? I thought I'd check on the roomie before I start. She's still all cold, you know? Slumbering away like an enchanted princess. I guess she must have taken a lot of damage for the commander. Yeah, not just physical damage either. She did murder the only person she's ever cared about with her own two hands after all. Right, there was no other way out of that situation. The roomie still killed Hiruko. Maybe she was in shock, staying unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt and pain of that act. I got to wonder what effect Hiruko's cryptogloving is going to have on the roomie going forward. It's gonna be a real blast finding out. Okay. Everyone seems to be okay, but I didn't get any hints about the beast. The closest thing would be what Tsubasa told me about our room. I made my way to the weird room to check it out just in case. What I saw there was the roomie. She killed herself. What? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The strange soul behind the door wasn't Beast, it was the sponsor, who was supposedly dead, and there were two of them. How? How are they still alive? If I stop, the killing game will start over again. But can't fight them alone. I'll go fight Yugamo first. I quickly whirled around, running for the exit. However... Shit! I was solely tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
I can't let them kill me. If I let them lose the school, more of my friends will end up dead. I need to get away and tell everyone they're here. Oh. I felt a sharp pain in my nape. Did I get injected with something? As soon as I felt it... My vision turned hazy. My consciousness started to fade. No, I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. I heard someone mutter those words near my ear. Or at least I thought I did. Okay. My back hurts. For some reason my bed feels really hard today. Did I fall out of bed at some point and spend the rest of the night on the floor? This is my room. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was in the room with the weird machines. What am I doing here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here, did I? Wait, now I remember. Yugamo asked me to help look for the bees. Memory's coming back. We were looking around the school, making sure the sponsor's insect minions were still lurking somewhere. But I couldn't remember anything from after I came into this room. It was a blank. Was somebody else in here? Did they attack me? If anyone, or anything had reason to attack me, it would be the bees. But if that was happened, Yugamo, Tsubasa! The bees could be after them as well. I rushed out of the room in a panic. I ran all over the school looking for my friends. I checked both the rooms, all the classrooms, the library, then finally... Cafeteria? Suasu! Yugamo! You're okay! I've been looking for you everywhere! I opened the door to the cafeteria to see the two of them sitting there, eating and talking, like nothing was wrong. What's up, Takumi? You're sitting like crazy! Yugamo! Everything he says is out of pocket! Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that too. I love you, Amo. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You look more excited than a bitch in heat. They were both fine. I'd been worried about nothing, thank goodness. Sheesh, don't scare me like that. I think we should be the ones saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join the strategy meeting. Eh? Yugamo and I were just talking about how to organize our search for the QB liquid? Huh? The what? You're talking about now? The QB liquid, come on. You can't have forgotten already. Huh? Forgotten? I've never even heard of this stuff before. For real? But I explained it to you this morning. This morning? We were fighting the sponsor this morning. That was yesterday. Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. We got the spare suit yesterday, and then this morning we defeated the sponsor. Hey Takumi, what do you think this is? It's day 31 off. It's day 32, Takumi. No, that couldn't be right. If today was day 32, that would mean I spent an entire day lying in concussion the weird room. Maybe you got a concussion. You did hit your head pretty hard. I did? But did that happen? You forgot that too? No, you forgot that too? Yesterday, that's day 31, you tripped and hit your head. I don't remember that. Was it while I was looking for the bees? So what happened with the bees? Did you find any nests or hives anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Guess I was just being paranoid. Takumi, do you really not remember? Sorry, I don't remember a thing. Who was walking? Who did they talk to? You were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than we thought. You should take it easy today. It might come back to you once we rest a little. The whole thing still didn't make much sense to me, but I did like this said and spent the rest of my day in my room. Who was walking in your skin?
You will then.
Time to go to bed. It's now the night of day 32. I'm missing a whole day's worth of memories. I know I'm not going to get them back just by thinking hard, but still, this is unsettling. What if I wake up with even more gaps in my memory tomorrow? When I think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? We had to overcome one ordeal only to be faced with another right after. And here I thought beating the sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. No, being negative about it won't help me now. I gave my cheeks a leg slap and took a deep breath to get myself together. If I let a little something like this get me down, we'll never make it to day 100. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna leave the stream right here.
Be ready to...
I'm opening up myself a little bit. Yesterday was 32, today is 33, no missing spots in my memory. Maybe it was only temporary thing after all. What a relief, I was afraid we were going to have a new string of weird incidents. Hopefully now I can find a nice quiet day. But no sooner had the thought crossed my mind when... Fuck!
Intruder alert.
Yeah, shut up, shut up. An attack? So early in the morning too. I knew it, I looked worse than ever. I scrambled out of bed and made my way to the war room as fast as I could. Okay, I'm gonna save. Yeah. This is the end of the stream. Bye everyone. Love you so much. See you maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Bye.